Hey everyone, Crystal Evans here from Windermere Services Mountain West. I wanted to show you how you can add a transaction to a client's account within Engage and help it track towards your goal. So you'll see down here, this is where your goal is shown. Anytime you add a transaction, it will up the percentage that you are towards your goal. So what you want to do is just go into a client's account and pull up their information. So you can go into this All People section here, find somebody from your list or type in their name, either in this box or this one. I am going to go into Courtney's account here. Now, something that you need to notice is usually there is a button right underneath their name here on the left that will say Add Transaction. If you don't see that button, it's because that person's not in your sales flow yet. So what you need to do is make them a prospect. So over here on the right, you'll see this button that says Make this person a prospect and get them started on your marketing. So once you click that button, it's just going to ask you if they are a buyer or a seller. Just select one and hit done. And then as soon as you do that, you're going to see the Add Transaction button here. I will let you know, as you make somebody a prospect, you'll see up here at the top, it moves them into the prospecting section of the sales flow. And the tasks change. So now they're asking you to do all these different tasks depending on where you're at in the sales flow. As you move them through the zone, it will change. So if I were to move them to the active zone, it's going to change my tasks here. And the end of this particular one, it's going to ask me to assign my listing number. So in reality, this is when I would add the transaction. So what you want to do is click this Add Transaction button, choose your buyer or seller, choose whether or not it is an MLS listing or not. If it is, you can just paste in the MLS number and it will pull up the property details and fill them all in. So just click on the property and then you'll see all of my details have been filled in. And then all you need to do is choose your commission. So if you're getting a percentage, you can type in that percentage amount. Or if you're getting a flat fee, you can put that flat fee number into this box here. If this person is, part of a couple and maybe you have them, they each have a different account within Engage, you can link them so that the transaction shows under both of them. If I wanted to link this to Jim, for example, just type in his name and then you'll see the transaction over here on the left in both of their accounts. So once you've selected the MLS number, chose them as a buyer, go ahead and hit that Done button. And it just takes a second here. And once you've hit the Done button, it's going to take you back to the home page like we have here and ask you to kind of go through the steps again. Normally you would be following these tasks as you're doing this, but for training purposes, I'm just going to kind of show you what would happen. So you'd move them to the active zone. That's when we get our MLS number, we put it in. When you move them into the pending zone, this is when you go in and put in your close date. You cannot add a transaction, you can't add the close date that's already passed. So if you are inputting old listings or old sales, just choose your close date as of today and then hit this Yes button. And then the next thing you want to do is close the transaction. So go ahead and hit that Close button. If this is a current listing that you just sold, it's going to give you this pop-up that you forgot to send your just sold emails out. Go ahead and do that. If you want to, definitely hit yes, it's free advertisement. If this is an old listing and maybe you don't want to send that out at the moment, just go ahead and hit no. And I'm going to go ahead and hit no. It will ask you to confirm that all your tasks are complete. Go ahead and hit continue. And then it'll give you this pop-up that says, congratulations, the transaction has now been added to your goal. So really, you're just following those steps up here at the top of that sales flow. And as soon as you put in that close date, the transaction information goes over to your goal and it gets added. And you'll see over here on the left, I now have a closed transaction through Courtney. So that's all there is to it. And let me know if you guys have any questions. Have a great one.